So hey, what's up guys, iMAT here, and today we have the latest version in the Hello Plum smartwatch series, the H16 Ultra Plus. The smartwatch is advertised to feature a new DeepSeek application. In this video we're going to do a complete review of this watch and we will see if it is worth the upgrade or not. But before starting, this is iMAT and this is my new channel. If you have just found this out, make sure to hit the subscribe button to help me rebuild the community. We have usual contents in the box: smartwatch with 49mm straps, a wireless charger, and an user manual. So the smartwatch features a 49mm case. We get the GPS antenna lining on the body, although the smartwatch does not come with GPS inside it. The body is completely metal, and if you compare it with the Hello Watch 3 Plus 2023 generation, the finishing is more matte on the newer H16 Ultra Plus, although the weight is probably the same on both of them. As the shape is inspired from the Apple Watch Ultra 2, so it fits it perfectly, so you can use good quality cases on it, which makes it quite durable and it makes it available to be used in rough and tough conditions. The smartwatch can be used normally while washing hands or in rainy days, but it is not recommended to be used while swimming or diving, as it's a hit or miss situation because there is no proper waterproof certification for the smartwatch. Not just with the case, it is also compatible with the original straps of the Apple Watch. We also have a working strap lock and the straps won't come out until you press this button. Here's how the smartwatch looks on the wrist. We have a pretty rugged look on the wrist. Then we get an AMOLED display on top. First of all, talking about the brightness level, the maximum brightness as well as the minimum brightness is quite good, which makes it usable in daylight as well as in dark surroundings. The overall saturation level is also quite good in the smartwatch. The colors look good, but I'm not a fan of the refresh rate, because of which the overall transitions are quite sluggish, as you can see, and for that I prefer the HK smartwatches in which the scrolling as well as the transitions are really smooth. This also tells a lot about the processor. For handling the software overall, for managing the battery life, the processor is really good, but it is not strong enough to provide you with smooth transitions. Well, if you are a fan of the always on display, then this smartwatch takes the advantage of the AMOLED display, and if we go to settings, then in the screen timeout we have the always on display option, using which you can keep the display turned on wherever, even on the watch face. And that's not it. If you want to use a screen off dial, we have the screen off clock options. There are two options available here. You can either use a watch face with pointer clock or a number clock, and the screen off dial can stay on until the battery runs out. To make the usage easier, the smartwatch also comes with the raise to wake option. We also get the palm gesture and the tap to wake option, which works for 5 seconds, so if the display goes off you can quickly turn it back on. As far as I have checked, the smartwatch can be used as an NFC tag, but do remember it cannot be used for NFC payments. Talking more about the hardware, the smartwatch uses Bluetooth version 5.3 and it also supports connecting with a mobile application. For that, go to General and scroll down to QR code, and you can scan this QR code to download the application. On the iPhones you can use the Live application, while on Android multiple applications are supported by the smartwatch, so you can find the link of the supported applications in the description box below. There are many advantages of the mobile application that we will talk about later in the video. Other than that, the smartwatch is also equipped with a local storage of 1GB as advertised. The Bluetooth speed is quite low, so it is quite hard to check the 1GB of storage capacity, but I have filled it with some data. I've added songs of around 70 to 80 megabytes, and I've also added around 30 to 40 pictures inside it, and you can see that almost 10% of the bar is filled, which makes me believe that it might actually have 1GB of storage capacity. To take advantage of the storage, you can add local music in it. After that, you can go to the music application and here select local music, and then you can continue to play the songs you have added in the smartwatch. We also have another option. By going here and going to Bluetooth earphones, you can head over to search device section, where you can even connect with your wireless earphones and listen to the songs stored on the smartwatch directly on them. Talking about the speaker, the overall quality is quite good. And talking about the sound quality while connected with the earbuds, I would say that the volume is good, but the bass is not as good as you would get on an iPhone or other smartphones, which I was not even hoping for. After that, you also have the option to add pictures from the gallery in it, and I am able to add at least 100 pictures in it. I stopped adding after 100 pictures You can zoom in and zoom out on the pictures. One thing that I don't like is that it automatically crops the picture to fit the smartwatch display, and there is no way to zoom out and see the original picture in it. If you would like to use any of the pictures directly as a watch face on the home screen, you can tap here, then tap on create as wallpaper, and it is going to use that picture as a custom watch face on the smartwatch. Then you also have the option to record the sound directly on the smartwatch. It also shows live waves here. Another good thing is that it supports background recording, and after ending the recording you can swipe on it to delete it, and you can download the recordings by going to the recording tab in the Forge application. One thing that is still not fixed like the older versions is that if you record a video lesser than 5 seconds, then it is not going to save it. In the end, to take advantage of the storage, we have the ebooks option, using which you can add txt files in the smartwatch. So far I have tested HTML, JSON and txt files. So what it basically does is that it converts those files into txt file format and then moves them in the smartwatch. You can use the tab gesture to move down and move up in the ebooks. Talking a bit more about the UI, it is inspired by the Apple Watch OS. From top to bottom we have the notifications, then we have the control center on the side key, and you can double click the crown key to access the app history. After that we have the widgets page from bottom to top. The widgets are also interactive, and if you go back you can also go to the menu directly from here and come back to the widgets page from here. If you use the crown key to access the menu, here is how it is shown. You can scroll all the way down to access the list view from here. The icons resemble a lot with the Apple Watch OS since it is inspired by that, but unfortunately we do not have similar looking transitions. Then on the home screen we get a lot of watch faces. By default it has 21 watch faces inside it, 20 of them from the dial market and one of them from your gallery or the photos application in the smartwatch. In the application you can get a lot of watch faces. Most of them are similar with the H16 Ultra Plus or the HelloWatch 3 Plus 2024 generation. The watch faces are not so extraordinary, but one thing liked by most of the people is that it allows customization similar to the Apple Watch. For example, if I move to this watch face, you can tap on this edit button and here you can change the color combination, and if you move here you can also change the direction of the seconds, and the customization is different in different watch faces. For example, if you check out this watch face, in it you can change the clock style, and if we move here you can change the widgets shown on it. Since it is inspired by the Apple Watch Ultra 2, we also get the action key, using which you can access the sport modes directly from it. There are a lot of sport modes available here, and we also get the 3 dots here, using which you can customize the time and calories target before starting a sport mode, and you also have the option to directly start it. So here the sport mode has started, so I'm gonna go back and choose a different sport mode like running, and if you go here it's running a 3 seconds timer, and if you see here it is also showing the beats per minute, then the calories you have burned, and I guess we have the pace here. While the sport mode is running you can also control the media playing on the device, and if you move here we have the lock and suspend option. This is probably the water lock, and it will disable touch on the smartwatch, and to unlock it you will have to press and hold the side key, and now it is unlocked. Now it is time to do the pedometer test. For that I'm not gonna be using any sport mode, and I am actually going to use the pedometer tracker in the smartwatch. As you can see here that currently it is showing 1559 steps. The reason why I'm choosing the pedometer application instead of the sport modes is that I want to check if the smartwatch can be trusted to count the steps throughout the day or not. So far if you look at the smartwatch, the trends are quite similar. I am actually quite surprised by it. I've been wearing it since last night, as you can see here, and even the bars are almost similar on both of the devices. The iPhone has recorded 1700 steps while the smartwatch has recorded 1559 steps. It might be because I took off the smartwatch for about half an hour when I was going to take a bath, but I'm going to wear it again and test the pedometer once again. I'll be moving downstairs, then coming back upstairs. I'm gonna be taking a walk in my lawn, and then we'll see if the pedometer is any good or not. So do remember, currently we have 1559 steps on the H16 Ultra Plus and 1700 steps on the iPhone 16 Pro. So I'm back after testing the pedometer. Throughout this time, the smartwatch as well as the iPhone 16 Pro were in the same hands. I went downstairs, took a round around the house, and if you go to the pedometer now, it has counted around 309 steps, as previously it was showing 1559 steps. And now if you check out the steps in the iPhone 16 Pro, it is now showing 1999 steps, which means that it has counted 299 steps. The difference is of only 9 steps, which is quite amazing. And the H16 Ultra Plus has passed my pedometer test, and after testing it, I can say that it can actually be trusted to count the steps throughout the day. We also get many other sport related applications. First of all, a fitness recording application stores all of your pedometer data, including the steps you have walked, the calories you have burned, as well as the distance you might have walked. Then it shows all of the data here, and at the bottom we have the fitness record, which stores your sports mode data. Then we also get the compass here. We have a new theme for the compass. You can tap here to change the compass look. So I'm going to manually calibrate it, but if you compare it with the iPhone, the values are a bit off. To stay one step ahead of the weather conditions, we can check the weather application in the smartwatch and turn on the weather updates from the Lever application. You can also scroll down to get more data, and we also have the weather for the upcoming days here. We also get the calendar application here. I would have really appreciated if they had added the option to add reminders in the calendar application. Then we have the basic utility applications like alarm. You can set up alarms directly in the smartwatch, and one good thing is that you can set custom ringtones for the alarm. By going to local bell, you can choose any of the songs that you have imported in it. Here's how the alarm is shown. It rings as well as vibrates, and we have the close and the delay or snooze option here. Then we also get the timer. I like that you can set timers manually, but one thing that I don't like is that it does not ring when the timer ends, and it just vibrates once, which can easily go unnoticed. Then we have the stopwatch here, so you can start the stopwatch from here. We have different interfaces, and let's see if it can continue to run in the background. No, it is not allowing me to go back. It is a big thing missing in my opinion. And talking about the laps, you can add as many laps as you want by pressing the crown key. The smartwatch also has many health related applications in it. After the HelloWatch 4 Plus, the HelloWatch company has lost my trust. But let's see if the H16 Ultra Plus can win it back or not. We have the heart rate and the blood oxygen level checker inside it. So you need to make sure that you're wearing the smartwatch at a 2-finger distance from the wrist bone. So let's start the heart rate checker. So the oximeter is showing 73 beats per minute at the moment. The H16 Ultra Plus showed 55, then showed 100 beats per minute, and now it is measuring the heartbeat again. And the final value given by it is 100 beats per minute. So I'm going to take off the oximeter. Let's give it another chance. Let's wear it once again, and I'm gonna start the heart rate checker here. The oximeter is still showing 76 to 78 beats per minute. H16 Ultra Plus first showed 100 beats per minute and then directly jumped to 68 beats per minute, although the values are still incorrect if you compare it with the oximeter. Now the values are quite close. So to settle it for once and all, I'm going to do some exercise, and then we'll see when the beats per minute goes higher, will it still give similar values to the oximeter or not. So far I'm not trusting this smartwatch. So I've done a little exercise and the beats per minute would have gone high now. Let's test it out. So both of the devices are currently measuring the heartbeat, and the final value given by it is 71 beats per minute. I'm going to do some exercise once again and then I'll test it again. So according to the oximeter, now my heartbeat is at 107 beats per minute. Now it is coming down to 101 beats per minute, and the final value given by the H16 Ultra Plus is 90 beats per minute. My heartbeat has actually gone down, so let's do one final test. So far what I can tell is that the H16 Ultra Plus is not trustworthy, because sometimes it might show closer values, but when it's not in the mood, it's going to show a completely different value. Currently my heartbeat is almost normal. It is at 86 beats per minute, and the final value given by it is 90 beats per minute, which is again incorrect. And if you have a serious health condition, I would always recommend you to go with a real health gadget like an oximeter or a blood pressure checker, and never rely solely on these smartwatches. Although I would recommend you to use a proper sports smartwatch rather than going with the H16 Ultra Plus if you are a sports freak. Some of the models that I personally really like in this price range are the Z-Blaze BTOG 3 GPS and the North Edge HK08 smartwatch that I recently reviewed. You can find the link of my sports smartwatches playlist in the description box below. But still, as a lot of you ask, we have the Apple Health option here, using which you can connect Apple Health with the Lavalier application to save all of your data. But unfortunately, it does not allow you to connect with Strava. Then if you go to the menu and scroll down here, and here go to the My Watch section, we have the cycle tracking option here, by which females can easily track their cycle. Other than that, we have the sleep tracking option here that I will be testing tonight. So I tested the sleep tracking last night and it did not record anything. Actually, it was not night. I actually went to sleep at around 8 AM in the morning. The smartwatch did not record any sleep data. I slept from 8 AM to around 3 PM. And as you can see here, there is no recent sleep data recorded. To make sure that the sleep mode was turned on, I went to settings and here the sleep option was given and the sleep mode was turned on, but it did not record any data. We get the mindfulness or the breath training here, and these are pretty much all of the health related applications. The smartwatch features many other amazing features in it. So first of all, let's talk about the DeepSeek application. It is named GPT in the watch application. Tell me about iPhone 11. Make sure that your smartphone is connected with internet, as the smartwatch is going to use the internet connection of your smartphone to search for the results. So for the second time, it has shown unable to recognize speech. iPhone 11. So let me try the Chinese way. Tell me about iPhone 11. So Pakistani or Chinese accent, it is not recognizing my speech. My bad, or the words. Then we have the stocks application, by which you can add different stocks here, and then we have the translation application. If this application doesn't work, then it is probably the same smartwatch as the H16 Ultra Plus and the HelloWatch 3 Plus second generation, in which the ChatGPT application has been renamed to DeepSeek, because I found nothing new in it. The only thing that they advertised was DeepSeek, which is not working. So let's try translation. I will be going with English to something else. Let's go with English to Italiano. Hi there, how are you doing? Look at this bullshit. It's a racist watch if it is not recognizing my accent. Throw it. We have the Bluetooth calling option, using which you can go to the telephone application and here call any number directly from the smartwatch. And just like this, you can also receive calls directly on it. It rings as well as vibrates, and if you accept the call, we have the option to transfer the call to the smartphone and back to the smartwatch. Then we get the volume knob and the mute option here. Using the Bluetooth calling, you can also access the voice assistant. Tell me about iPhone 7 if you can, Siri. So this is the most intelligent voice assistant which cannot even tell me directly about its own product. Here we have the notifications and we get the others option here, which means even if an application isn't listed here, it can still support notifications for that. It wakes up the display when you receive a new notification and shows a banner prompt. Unfortunately, it still does not support scrolling, but supports some of the mainly used emojis. Using the music application, you can choose the mobile music option and then you can control the media playing on the device. If the sound is shifted to the smartwatch, what you can do is just head over to settings and here go to sound and touch, and you can turn off media tune control option. Then the sound will continue to play on the smartphone. We also get the camera remote option, using which you can also get the real-time preview. Let me turn on the front camera. So they tried to copy HK10 Ultra 3 Wi-Fi and HK10 Ultra 3 Max in it, but they failed miserably. Look at the delay. So literally 4 to 5 seconds delay. It is a lot better in the HK10 Ultra 3 Wi-Fi and the HK10 Ultra 3 Max. And the final applications that I want to talk about are calculator, which is working really well. The basic functionalities work absolutely well, and the option which doesn't work in most of the other smartwatches, using the percentage option while adding. So I'm going to add 15% of 61 in it, and here it has found that it is 9.15. and it has added it to the original value. And the last application we have here is the time zone application. Other than that, the smartwatch has the applications which can show the notifications separately, and we have the app center here, in which we have the applications like Move and some games including Airplane, Hamster 2048, and at the bottom we have the soccer band game, and here is the final application in it, the noise application, which does work a bit, and as soon as I stop speaking it goes lower, and when I start speaking again it goes higher. And if I snap here, it is still showing the same values, so it is probably useless. In the end, they have advertised the smartwatch to have a battery capacity of 450 mAh. I highly doubt that. The Hello Watch is used to have the crown of having the best battery life among all of the Apple Watch Ultra lookalikes, but they are now giving it away. In the last 45 minutes, the smartwatch has lost 12% of the battery life, which equals almost 1% drainage every 4 minutes. And previously, the Hello Watches used to lose only 3 to 4% of the battery during the whole recording. And as per my experience, the smartwatch can give around 1 to 1.5 days with the always on display option enabled, and without the always on display, it can give you around 5 to 7 days of battery life. And this will be all from the H16 Ultra Plus. So guys, what did you think about it? In my opinion, if you have the Hello Watch 3 Plus 2024 generation or the H15 Ultra Plus, it literally feels like there is no need to upgrade. But if you have an older version, you can buy this model to get the latest updates. If you would like to place an order, you can find the link in the description box below. And to support my work and help me rebuild the community, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for the future videos. I will see you in the next one.